to me, what if anything new, back on another video. Sorry, I haven't done any videos in a long time, I've lost motivation, and yeah. I'm not gonna be doing many what ifs anymore. Yeah, sorry guys, just can't be motivated. But this is what if Bell had unlimited blade works. Now, what basically happened is, I saw something about, like, what if Bell had Excalibur, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I thought about it a lot. Bell isn't gonna have that weak ass unlimited blade works. Now, unlimited blade works is strong, don't get me wrong, but this is gonna be, like, perfect unlimited blade works. Where Emias was just because he had the scabbard of Avalon. Well, this one is where he's gonna have Avalon and the scabbard of Avalon. And Bell, that means Bell can copy anything. Not to the as perfect as it was, but he can copy it. And then he can activate he can do some other stuff. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into this. At a young age, Bell always liked swords. Particularly short swords. Zeus / his grandfather saw. And this one time, Ares came over, right? God of War, you know. Just so you know, I'm gonna say unlimited blade works increases your stats by 20. So let's say Bell's stats as a 3-year-old are like 10, right? Well, 10 times 20, I'm not gonna do the math, but I'm pretty sure it's like 200. Don't quote me on that, I'm not a math genius. But, yeah. Now, 200 is what you get from when you're like, like, this isn't the stats from the actual show, but like 200 is what you get when you're like level 3 and you're around 18. Now Bell sees I'm gonna say Ares has a sword, and it's gonna be like a really heavy sword. Like, not many people not even many gods could pick it up, but Bell picked it up with like one because when unlimited blade works isn't activated, you get the 20% stat boost or 10 times, and then when unlimited blade works is activated, it has goal setting. Basically, I'm gonna try and make it like solo leveling a bit as well. I'm gonna integrate the solo leveling system into it, basically. It's not solo leveling, but I'm gonna integrate a bit into it. Basically, when it's activated, he can basically choose one goal of the day, and it gives him the ability to do it. Or sorry, no, one goal of the year. And since he's 3 and he doesn't really know how OP that is, he uses it and he picks up Ares' sword. And Zeus and Ares are going like, what the fuck? And they go like, most gods can't even lift that, and he's a 3-year-old that lift that with ease. And then they just see that he made another one of it, like, and he copied it and created a new one, but stronger. And Ares went like, what the fuck? And then Ares went like, so I'm gonna train him. And Zeus went like, yeah, you do that. And Bell's still gonna be the kind-hearted boy he is. But he's gonna get his palace sealed away. I'm just gonna say he can still use unlimited blade works, but like, all he can really do is summon his Byak. I don't know the names, but basically the swords that Archer used, and a bow, the same bow that Archer used, and the sword that he used as the arrow, and that's it. Now, if you don't like that, sorry, but he's gonna have the ability to open it up when he's in grave danger or he needs to activate it. Now, at the age of 8, he, oh yes, he's gonna have the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Why, you may ask? Because I want him to, that's why. But it's also sealed away with his, no, it's not gonna be sealed away, but he hasn't awakened it yet, I'm gonna say. Bell gets his power sealed away at the age of 8. And right now, at this point in time, he would be the strongest person alive, including the gods, if he could use it. But he was given this long sword, which was which is Avalon, which contains all of his powers. Now, when that sword, well, Avalon or Excalibur, whatever you want to call it, whenever that sword breaks, his powers are released. So as soon as that sword is unsheathed, he can use his powers to the extent of 25%. And yeah, but since Ares took Avalon, and basically it's always unsheathed now because he himself has Avalon's scabbard in him. And Ares took away Avalon until he was going to be a great hero, like until he's 18 basically, or is in need of it. And yeah, fast forward to fast forward to the Minotaur attack, where Bell's not getting being as bad. Like, he's taking the Minotaur on, you know how he fought the Minotaur in the his actual fight with the Minotaur, the Red Minotaur. Yeah, he's basically that's what's going on. He's beating it, but he's not beating it, basically. And Ice is just watching this, and she's going like, how? Because she knows Bell a bit from the guild wars and everything. Like, he's like level 2, and because I'm gonna say like level 4s defeat can level 4s and a higher have enough strength to defeat Minotaurs. But Bell's Unlimited Blade Works has a different leveling system, and currently he is he's level 50. And he's put a whole bunch of stat points into strength. I don't know, he's put up a bunch into. He put a whole lot into strength, and he put like basically like 1,000 points into speed. And durability, he has that at like 500. Stamina 800. Agility 200. Your agility is just his reflexes, but his speed more than makes up for it. Oh yeah, and 200 is the max for agility. Anyway, Bell has the upper hand. He's like, I'm gonna say 10% stronger than the Minotaur. But he's currently wounded, so he's only about like 2% stronger than the Minotaur. But he beats it. And I was just wondering how level 2 could do it. And, yeah, basically, yeah. Anyway. Bell, goes back to Ina, cashes his coins and Valos, whatever you want to call it in. And I'm gonna say the church that Hestia and him live in isn't as run down because he's a bit stronger, so he'll get a bit more money. It's like, let's say, like, it looks abandoned, but like only just recently abandoned. And the downstairs where they live actually has 2 beds. Actually, no, has yeah, 1 bed, and has 1 bed, but it's like all decked out and everything. Has 2 couches, and yeah. Hestia and him are a bit closer than they were in the original anime. And if you wonder what I mean by that, I just mean they're like much closer friends. Because whenever Zeus wasn't looking after him as a kid, Hestia would be. And yeah. Every now and then he'll give Hestia, thank you for looking after him, and thank you for letting him join his familia. But one day, Bell takes a break from it. Like, for like a week, Bell takes a break from it. And Hestia doesn't like that, but she's like asks Bell why, and he just goes like, "Oh, I'm just really fatigued, and all the fighting's catch up to me." And she goes like, "Oh yeah, I can understand that." And so it takes like 2 weeks off, and Hestia's starting to get low on money. She goes like, "Oh, Bell, can you like do like a round or 2 in the dungeons?" And he goes like, "Yeah." And then he does, and then he gets back into his normal routine. And he doesn't have any armor, by the way. And this time he gets like what like the big guilds make from like a full-on party trip. Like 5 party members. Yeah, because when he defeated the Minotaur, he became a level 5, and then in his system he became a level 60. Anyway, guys, that's where I'm gonna leave it off. Bye bye.